Rafael, Yeshaya, Azoulay, Zecher Tzadik Libracha, famous Rabbi in Ancona in Italy, respectively. He was born during the 18th century. I'm not too sure the exact date. He was born actually in Jerusalem. At that point in time, it's part of the Ottoman Empire. We don't know the exact date of his Hilula. We know he passed away in the year 1826, once again in Ancona. He was a very great rabbi of his time. Let's explore the famous rabbi's life. Now, he was actually the Rabbi Chaim Yosef David Azoulay. He was born in Jerusalem, and he was the firstborn actually to Rabbi Chaim Yosef David Azoulay, also known as a Chida, and he would learn under the auspices of his father and among the great rabbis of Jerusalem of that day. It's actually interesting. There was much praise written within regards to different writings within regards to, especially with regards to his father. He would learn among the great Ashkenaz Rabbanim also. Now he got married first to Rabbanit Simcha. She happened to be the daughter of Rabbi Abraham Etzko. I think happened to be a great rabbi. And sadly, I think his first wife passed away while I think either he or she was traveling in Chutz La'aretz, outside land Israel. Now it's actually interesting. He would go in the year Taf Kuf Mem. He would actually be sent out as a Shluchei D'Rabbanan, a rabbinic emissary representing the city of Tiberias. Tiberias being one of the 4 holy cities of Israel, along with Tzfat, Jerusalem, and also Hebron. And he would go to various different countries, just like his father, we mentioned before on various occasions, was a great rabbi that would be very well traveled. He also would travel around various different places, especially I think he would end his journey in the Netherlands, in Amsterdam respectively. Remember, Amsterdam at that point in time had a very great and strong Jewish community over there, and he would get married I think over there to Rabbanit Rachel, the daughter of Rabbi Yechiel Shalem. I think happened to be actually a granddaughter of Rabbi Shlomo Shalem, a rabbi we've spoken about on various occasions before. I think he was a rabbi of the Sephardi congregation in the city respectively, and much more can be said with regards to his brilliance. Now I think it's actually interesting. I think come with the Tafkuf Nun Hey, sadly I think Rabbi Chaim Avram Yisrael passed away. He was rabbi of Ancona, and I think at that point in time the Chida, Rabbi Chaim Yosef Azoulay, his father, would actually recommend potentially that he would actually take his place. He would, as a, let's say, in the premiership of this position in of itself, and to actually become the Rabbanot. It's actually interesting. I think the Chida himself would get advice or speak with regards to Sefer connected to Rabbi Nissim Gabai from Kusha and Rabbi Rafael Yosef Chazan from Izmir, and those were the great rabbis at that point in time, and there was great correspondence within regards to that. And within regards to that, the help of that correspondence, Rabbi Rafael Yeshua would go to Ancona in the year Tafkuf Memchet. I think there was various different Tanaim with regards to taking on the position, but he would become the rabbi of the Kehillah with a very prominent position, and this was a position he would take on until the time he passed away. And there was great correspondence, especially in regards to his father's brilliant works. Achida wrote many great Torah works in of itself over there, and he would visit him, and they would correspond with each other constantly. Then come what the year Tafkuf Nun Vav, I think as part of the Kila of Sayana, they would ask him, Rabbi Rafael, to also have position there in of itself. And this was another position I think connected with his father over there, and that's something that also we can point out within regards to that. Now it's reported he passed away on the 9th of Shvat, and he was 83 years of age at that point in time. That's according to this, so I'm not too 100% sure with regards to the date of his Hilula, but seemingly it was on the 9th of Shvat. Now it's interesting, he would actually have published some different various different great Torah colossal works, one under the name Imrei Noam, which was a small part of the book. I think was printed in the book called Tiferet Moshe, and it was, I think, part of the books of another great rabbi, his son, Rabbi Moshe. It was called the Zichron Moshe. That specific book was. It actually came out in Levano, I believe, in the year Tafkuf Tzadik. And there was various different other books, especially containing various different drashot that was left over in a manuscript form, remember the book in Livorno was printed, I think, in the year Tavkuf Tzadik. There was also Chidushim and Tshuvot, various different teachings, novelties, and answers, which came from, I think, his father's book, the Chidah's book, also, which quotes let's say, the honor and the greatness within regards to that. Now, let's explore some of his descendants over here. Many of these great rabbis had great descendants. Yechidah had a great descendant here, including Yitzchak. Very interesting enough, I think it was from his first marriage of Rabbanit Simcha. Yitzchak was born. He was born in the year Tavkuf Chav Zayin in Italy, under the auspices of Rabbi Meir Rabbi in his yeshiva, I think in Berlin, if I'm not mistaken, and obviously very, very prominent rabbis these were. He would get married to Rabbanit Bila, I believe, I think from Hamburg, if I'm not mistaken, and they would live in London until he passed away. Then Rabbi Moshe was from his second wife, Rabbanit Rachel. He was born in the Hebrew year Tavkuf Mem Zayin, and at the time period when his father was in the Netherlands, in Amsterdam, and he would go on to live in Ancona. Once again, he would be the author of great Torah books, various different likutim, let's just say great writings himself. I think he had connection and wrote commentaries on his grandfather's book, the Chidah's book also, I think under the name Zichron Moshe. There was in 3 Chalakim also respectively. And the Lechem Min Hashemayim, he passed away, I believe, in the Hebrew year, Tafrei Shud Gimel. And I think there was 2 other daughters, Sarah and Rivka, also they had. So he was a great rabbi of his time. I believe his Hilula was in Shvat. He lived about 83 years of age. Remember, everyone, we've already recorded over the video on the Chidah, several videos of the Chidah, and various other great rabbis from his family. So I recommend everyone to look over the channel, watch over all those other videos that we've actually covered. Now, friends, we're a community here. We're learning about the great rabbis of yesterday. If you descend from any of the great Chachamim we are speaking about, send me an email. I would love to hear more. Please, everyone, subscribe also to the channel. And